Go ahead.
Shalom.
Shalom,
Shalom.
shalom.
Shalom. All right, this is a brother Kahan.
Brother Nagad.
All right, from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad with another lesson through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah Kodash. All right, so first and foremost, call Halayam La Alahayam Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah Kodash. All right, double honors unto our apostles, and who teach us this truth, who labor in this truth. Double honors unto our apostles and our elders. All right. Double salutations unto the brothers who preaching and teaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and the freedom to do so, no more than ever for this truth. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites who looks like the other nations, but are Israel through their forefatherly lineage. And shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwat, which is his sisters, who's staying true and listening and learning and being silent. All right, being silent in the churches. All right, so
sisters that staying silent is a gift from the Lord.
So the name of this maybe who knows, I might during the course you might get a name, but I will say it. I will say for now. The name of this lesson is don't get connected into the elite's beehive. All right, don't get connected into the elite's beehive, because what you have to understand is that this whole system of things which is coming upon us is all likened unto a beehive. All right, and your government, they could give a rat's ass about you, the citizens. All right, and what your future holds for you. Where there is concern. They're all about their belly. They're all about their pocket. All right. And the thing about it is this: what's taking place now with this antidote, and especially how the making it mandatory and what have you, and also the chip. It just goes to show what your government thinks about you or how your government sees you. All right. So
we begin in the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach chapter 10. We'll start at verse 1.
Yeah,
right?
verse 1, yeah.
Verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Right? A wise judge will instruct his people, of what the laws, the statutes, and the commandments. All right? And a government what?
A government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Right? A government of a wise man is well ordered, And the thing about it is, our government, the governments of the world is far from that. All right? They are not about because the word prudence goes into wisdom.
Right.
All right? And there's a scripture somewhere in Sirach. Right. Let's bear with me. Somewhere I'll go forward. Somewhere. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So you go read this here. This Sirach 19 and 22. Yeah.
All right. I'm moving from to Sirach 19 and 22. Now listen good. You said knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
What?
The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
Right? The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, and this is what these elites and them, the Rothschild, the Rockefellers, and these and the Morgans and what have you, these guys, their knowledge is all about wickedness. All right. From the time you have that in your thoughts of what your intention, of having everybody into this hive system, this beehive system that you're setting up. All right. the draconian laws and measures and all these things that the people could be living by and what have you, you know. That is not wisdom.
Yeah, it's wickedness.
It's folly. You understand? That is not wisdom.
It's wickedness and folly.
All right? So, continue with it.
Verse 22 again, he say, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
It's not wisdom. Go ahead.
Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
Yeah, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. It's not wisdom.
Yeah, because when you go around 2/3, their counsel is not of righteousness. It's not edifying to you. It's all about folly and wickedness.
Yeah.
You understand? In fact, that just dragging you down to what? To wickedness, to destruction. To the end, your soul is being jeopardized.
Yeah.
Because why? You was never attending unto wise counsel.
You know? And this just goes to show, you know, concerning these elites and them, you know, what they have in store for you. So go back to the, finish with that?
Let me read verse 23. There is wickedness and the same. There is wickedness and the same and abomination.
Yeah.
He said there is wickedness and the same and abomination. So wickedness, the wickedness that you get into in this world with your 2/3 friends and them, if you end up in that folly, it will become an abomination unto the Lord.
Because a lot of them, they're following what the ways or the beast system, you know, what these elites have set up. There's where it's going to. All right?
But let me go back to where I was here.
Yeah, so go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself. Let me read it over again. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Right?
In other words, what the Lord is saying here, if a man first had to examine himself first, as a judge of the people, he says himself. Meaning to say, first you had to examine yourself first. In other words, you could judge the people. That's why when you go back to verse 1, he say, a wise judge will instruct his people, and listen, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Because the first thing the first thing the Lord did is he made us judge of our own self first. And then when we could judge ourselves and bring ourselves into righteousness, then we can execute this judgment to the world. And the whole and condemn the world by it.
Right? Yeah, I ain't seen man. So
verse 3.
No, read over verse 2
Verse
again.
2 the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Alright, so are his officers, alright? Which goes back to what? To your ministers and what have you. Alright? And this just goes to show, you know. This just goes to show your politicians and what have you. A lot of new people, you know, you trust in your politicians, you believe in your politicians, and what your politicians have to offer and what have you, you know. But hey, you guys so lost in the sauce that when truth come to you, is like, you know, you're so docile. You can't defend yourself in the sense of being woken up.
Because you're simple-minded.
Right? You know? So anything could take you over. Right? That is like today I watching a video with the name of the video is the conspiracy of capitalism or some kind of thing. So but what the guy was explaining is that even it has some smart people. When I say smart, you know, they're well educated and what have you. He said the smartest people, you could even, no matter how smart they is, you could still gain control of them, you know, right? By you can still gain control of the mind and what have you, by what you're feeding them, on a constant daily basis, you know, through the media and what have you, all right? Because they're so smart, you know, because they're so smart, they've been caught up in the system and what the system had to feed you through the radio, through the TV, through social media, and what have you, that we on the ground here, no matter where you try to show them and teach them, to them you talking a whole bag of shit, you know, they would even laugh at you. You know, because hey, them mind don't get marinated into the lies that the government and what have you put in their head
like
now.
I was saying last time in the video, I think when we was doing preaching, people rather believe in the government than believe the word of God. They put their trust in what? In folly.
Can.
This is what the scripture is saying here.
Can, go ahead.
Verse 2 and
No, verse 3. I think it was verse 3 now.
no, I read. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is?
What? And what manner of what?
What manner of man the ruler of the city is?
Yeah, and what manner of man Rowley is.
Right.
Alright? Because we had to understand Rowley is taking orders from the elites over here.
Yeah.
Who the elites over here is taking orders from the
And
main
you-
elites,
and
right?
You so right in that, eh? So if which he's supposed to be the head, right?
Right.
So if the head corrupt, it trickle down to the common man.
Can.
Who's simple-minded.
Can.
What will happen to him? He will become corrupt the same way.
Right? Right?
Go ahead.
So, wait, read it over again, Salak.
Right. Yeah, he said, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is?
What manner of man,
Whether it be a president or a prime
or your
minister.
prime minister, what manner of man Rowley really and truly is?
And he says, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah.
So all the citizens that dwell under his rulership, if they're simple-minded and then your eyes ain't open up to this truth, you just as wicked as he.
As he can. That must see something here in Proverbs here.
Yeah.
Proverbs 29 and 12. It reads, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked.
You hear what he said? Read that over again.
If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked.
So we was on point in what we were
Right.
saying. If Rowley in folly and you out here, simple-minded Jakes, want to open up your eyes to the reality, then you is just as wicked as him.
Right? All his servants are wicked. You know, it talks scripture, it says something about I think it's in this same. That's not.
It's only
Yeah, this is
this is only fair to understand it.
This
that
is
way.
Proverbs 29 and 18. It reads,
Right.
where there is no vision, the people perish.
You know what the Lord say? Where there is no vision, the people perish.
And the thing is, the people has no vision. When I say no vision, they're not seeing what taking place before their very eyes, right in front of their eyes. They are not seeing it. So that is why when the hammer drop on them, they are going to perish.
You know, and you know, just as you talk that talk, they just said that they have put something on the WhatsApp chat with the both GMS Prophetic Vibration and GMS Newsroom now. With Buju Bantan.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I take it in. I
and
take it
Buju
in.
Bantan-
He was saying the same thing we saying.
Buju Bantan saying this to the people eyes blind to
Blind.
see what's going on out here. And he's Buju Bantan, he's not even directly in the truth.
The truth, you understand?
But you know what? At least he still have an understanding of what's taking place here.
Can.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyhow, I won't know about the interview. I wish you had pay it on do not. It was a pay it on do not.
No, we can do it now, you know. Just give it a two. Just do it now. Nothing wrong with
What
that.
was it? Yeah. Right. So yeah. So you know, where there is no vision, you know, you people, your false leaders, your pastors and what have you, you know,
Right.
you Christians and what have you, you know, you all who in Kenneth,
Right.
you know, and what have you, you know, you all, you know, you all have no vision. So by you not having no vision of give me Romans 13 and 11, one of your favorite scripture.
Plan. For that.
One of your favorite scripture, it is like to
bring out,
to bring out, you know.
Yeah, which is true, eh?
Romans 13 and 11.
And 11, right?
Yeah.
And this is really one of my favorite scriptures. Why I like to bring out the scripture because it's on point.
But yeah.
Romans 13 and 11, it says, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
That is knowing the time that is, you know, this is the high time, you know, because why the wickedness has reached to the heavens, you know.
Right.
And Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, he getting ready to bring judgment upon the face of the earth. So you know, now is the time to wake out of sleep. Because hey, you will get your mind caught up in this system of things. Alright? You will get your mind.
Only go down faith now, please, excuse me. It might open.
Yeah, so like about that, that's small thing.
Yeah,
that's
Ephesians
small thing.
5 and 11. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful workers of darkness, but rather reproof them.
But rather
and,
what?
And rather reproof them. So the purpose of making the videos and hearing it from the prophet is to reproof you when you're going off. Now the reproof is not a form that it's not that the Lord hates you, the Lord love you. The Bible says, whom the Lord loveth, he what? He rebuke, he reproof,
and he chastise.
and he chastise. But here all the scripture say, he says, so be zealous and what? And repent.
Can. So go back to the Romans.
So Romans 13 again. Romans 13 and 11. And knowing the time that it is and knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Can, because
You see, when we was in the Christian church and the pastor was telling you the Lord coming, he didn't understand what really is the coming of the Lord. But you see, what we telling you here now, this is the coming of the Lord. Ain't no turning back. The mask on your face is the new norm. Getting maximized is the new norm.
Can.
Very soon the RFID, that is going to be a reality and the new norm in this society.
Can. You know? So
Where that?
So what this whole situation is here, right? What we have, and the thing is, I forget the, I gotta get the pattern. I gotta get the pattern that Brother Elder Karataza managed to get access to, you know, where they're admitting it now, you know, with the waters, with the antidote, with the antidote, that what they're doing with the antidote, with the antidote, you know, because we already told you all concerning the graphene oxide.
Right.
All right. We warn you all because the antidote have something called graphene oxide in it, along with CRISPR technology and the nanomite, because the graphene oxide is the building blocks for the nanomites actually.
Right.
All right. Now, I don't know if you ever taken this movie. I had to take it in this year. The name of the movie is Cell, as in cell phone now.
Actually, yeah, that's a bad movie.
Right?
Let me tell you, Cell and the movie called Lucy.
Yes.
Cell, Lucy, and this movie.
It's some
serious movies.
Heights movies.
Yeah.
Serious. All right. So, what going on with this situation here now? What you all is walking in, literally walking into, all right, is that you see all you all who took that juice.
Yeah. The government juice.
Yeah, the government juice. Yeah, correct is right. Correct is right. That is spirit up. The government juice. Yeah. You see, all of you all who took that government juice, yeah, it is going to take place with you all very soon.
And just now you will get the government boots.
Right? Right? Yeah, what is going to take place with you all? You all is going to take that charagma, all right? That choke, that poke, in your hand, in your right hand, or in your forehead, all right? Because that was made to control you. All right? So now, here what it is going on. The juice with the nanomites in it, what it does, it spreads to your nervous system. We have been telling you all this for about 2-3 years. Even Managan and all when
he was in the spirit.
You understand? He and all was saying that he was the man actually bring it to the camp.
Yeah.
He was the man that actually bring it to the camp. But we can't take that
away from him.
You understand?
Yeah, the Bible say give on away on his.
You understand? He bring that to the camp concerning those nanomites. All right? Now, here it is going on.
And then the Lord took that spirit away.
This way it is free. Yeah. You know, so yeah. So those nanomites, it latches onto your nervous system, all right, until it reach all the way up to your central nervous system, which is your brain, all right, because it is to do what? To control. Okay. So now, when you get the government juice along with the government rice, grain, all right, in your hand,
right.
And they switch on those towers.
You see, as we can say, That was the name of the lesson. I think the name of the lesson should be called a short title. It's all connected.
It's all connected,
It
right?
is all connected.
Yeah, it is all that. It is
Yeah.
all connected.
Yeah, we should
Alright?
just call it that. It is all connected.
It is all connected.
So to understand what this lesson is about, you gotta watch the video.
Alright? So yeah. So when the connect, when everything started coming to function now, because you see the thing what they're coming with is a track and trace business now, boy. I forget the name, contact tracing.
Right,
Right? Contact tracing. Okay? So this is what going on. The contact tracing is they just fool you guys. But the contact tracing going on is really consistent with the so-called sickness that going around.
Yeah.
All right? No, it's on a deeper sense. The contact tracing is literally to have contact and trace every single man jack upon the face of the earth where they go and what they do.
Correct.
All right?
You all ain't getting it there. You notice Kid Rowdy not changing the hours at the curfew time. He living it right there. He has a reason why. Everything has agenda.
Can. All right? So now, what has taken place is this year. What you all have to understand is that you all are actually being part of a colony, a beehive colony. All right?
And those say we off with that because when you go into certain certain, and the reason why we call it that, when we go into certain cult groups and things, they have something called a hive colony. You know, I go put it up anytime. I put it up and say, have a hive colony.
You see, so I was on point when the night when you were.
Yeah.
You see?
It even goes back into Freemasonry, the Knight Templars, and into them things. Yeah?
Right? We will fuck it. So like we will continue to expose you, Edomite.
Excuse me, French, but I know it.
We will continue to expose you all. All right. So what is going on is this. Drop what you're holding there,
right,
and go to me. Let me go to Revelation. Revelation 13.
Right.
Let me see. I will go to my phone here. Let me see what I really want in Revelation 13. Revelation 13.
Verse what, 12?
Let me see.
Or verse
All right, I'm giving verse 12.
All right. Revelation 13 and 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast.
Who is he? Edom.
Right.
The so-called white man, but mainly we're talking about is the elites.
Right.
All right? Because they are what? They are the descendants of their forefathers who formed the first beast, which was what? From the Greco-Roman Empire.
Alexander the Freak.
All right?
Yeah.
Because
from he started off, the scripture say, and evils will multiply
right?
on the earth.
Go ahead.
Right? And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly womb was healed.
Right? Whose deadly wound was healed. All right? Which is what they're coming back into power.
Correct.
All right? During the Renaissance period. All right? Continue.
Because there was one time, well, you know the history, but I'll just get a little touch. We took them down. You understand? Which is the Holy Roman Empire took them down. You understand? And when we was in power, you understand, they was what? They was like underdogs then. So we was the rulers. And then what did Esau vow in his heart way back in Genesis? That he would slay his brother Jacob. Right?
All right, go ahead.
Verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Continue.
Verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles.
By means of what?
Those miracles.
Right. And this what going on. A lot of you all right now have been deceived by the miracles, which is what? The antidote, all right, and the chip, and what have you, because
and the new technology.
Yeah, right. Because here it is going on. You know, Elon Musk with the Neuralink and what have you. You know, where you could, if you can't hear again, you can be able to hear. You can't see, you can be able to see. You can't walk, you can be able to walk. You can't talk. You know.
And you know, all that set of technology is all going down into one device. That is the whole plan. But it's sad. I see they show movies on that, and people don't take it serious.
They watch it for what? Entertainment.
Because what they do, they use the media to take your mind out of the reality. Hollywood is one of the media takes your mind out of the reality. Because you rock back in your house with a popcorn saying that was a bad movie, not knowing that coming to your reality.
Alright, so continue.
Right, let me read verse 14. And he deceived them that dwell on the face of the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Why he had power? Job 9:24. The earth is given in what? To the hands of the wicked, and also they have that power. Alright, go ahead.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast. Which had the womb by the sword, and did live.
All right. So days what going on now. They want the people, all right, to make the idea. No, let me take my time.
Right.
You know, the image of that beast that we see now, all right, is the system and the policies that they're carrying about, all right, especially with this whole technological advancement and what have you, all right, you know, there is the image there. The image ain't no Cesare Borgia and all that shit, you know, where IUIC this teach, all right. The image is
the system.
Is the system.
Yeah, the system. Remember, the system is this system is an image that they all the leaders and everybody came together to develop an image which is the system that we all should pledge allegiance to.
Because
what did Nebuchadnezzar do in the past? Not the same thing he did? Set up an image and everybody had was a pledge allegiance to it.
Because the thing is, because again, you know, they're trying to when I go to with the Apocrypha.
Listen here.
What you have to understand is this here, right? Sirach, what again might tell you something. Tell you something that's now. Let's bear with me. Alright, this is Sirach 33. Sirach 33, and I will just read verse 14 and 15.
Go ahead.
Alright. To the point. Good is set against evil.
What did the Bible say?
Good is set against evil.
That's in war right now. Good versus evil.
And life against death.
And the life is in Yahushua Mashiach, right? But life against death. Who is death? Death represents Esau, Edom. When you go into Revelation 6, and I think what it is, we talk about the pale horse rider, and him that started it was called Death, and hell follow him. It's all Esau, Edom.
Right. All right. So is the godly against the sinner.
So is the what?
Godly against the sinner.
So is the godly against the sinner. We preach in a gospel of repentance and redemption for our people. 2/3 of our people, which represent sinners, wouldn't want to hear it, along with the heathen. Go ahead.
All right. And the sinner against the godly.
And then the sinners turning against the godly, because they will rise up against us. We knew all these things. Yahushua said, blessed is he that is not offended in me. And when that started to happen, the Lord said, if you complain as a bitch, you're not worthy of the kingdom of heaven. Because here's the specific thing that Yahushua say. He say, remember, I have told you already, or before.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 15, the point here. So look upon all the works of the Most High.
So what you say?
Look upon all the works of the Most High.
That is what we should do. We should look upon all the works of the Most High. Go ahead.
And there are two and two, one against another.
Yeah.
So now.
Go ahead, Salakia.
Yeah. So now, we see in here that we are to understand is this. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, he has an image, right? When you say, and Christians, they don't have the understanding when he say we were all made in his image and likeness. He wasn't talking about the whole world. He's talking about all Israel. All right?
Definitely.
But that's for another topic or another time.
Yeah, we go with
all right?
that.
But the image, when he say he made us in our image and likeness, it is talking about the laws, the statutes, and the commandments for us to live by.
Definitely.
It was a system.
Right.
All right, the first 5 books of Moses where the law is concerned is the system of
Come on,
Yahweh
brother.
Hashem Yahweh Shai.
You're on point. You could
All right.
I don't think so, but nobody can explain it better than that.
Right?
You're on
It
point.
is the Lord's system, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He has a system
So if
already put in place.
So like I say, if you now waking up in this truth and you listen to Priest Kahan, listen carefully what he's saying.
All right. But now the elites, because I read here, let me read it over again. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are 2 and 2, one against another. All right. So now we're seeing that the elites, all right, the elites, they're all about setting up their own system parallel to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai system with
Right.
their works and their laws and their statutes and their commandments, but
Right.
is all about wickedness. All right, when Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai system is all about righteousness, their system is all about bare wickedness. All right, and
Hey, Revelation 12:12. What did he say? He said the devil has come down to you have a great wrath.
wrath.
Because he know he have but a short time.
Can.
Yeah.
All right. So you all who go and take that MOTB, who taking the precursor to the MOTB and taking the MOTB itself, all right. Hey, is you pledging allegiance to the system of the beast?
You see what he say? He say you pledging allegiance to the system of the beast.
All right.
See Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, the Lord Most High and his only begotten Son, they have a system set up. Satan always trying to run parallel to the Lord, but he's on the left hand side. He and all have a system set up. But the Most High give him that authority to set up
To set up his system.
He set up his system that he should receive all day that isn't written in the Lamb's Book of Life.
Can. All right. So, you know, this is the situation here. So now, this system that Esau is setting up is a beehive system. All right, where all who take these things, you know, the MOTB and what have you, you know, you will now be connected to the Internet of Things.
Yeah, like Gino Jennings. Gino Jennings take the
Right?
government juice
He take the government juice, yeah.
and boasting about, now you prove to me where I'm wrong for doing that.
Yeah.
You're wrong, you asshole, you're wrong.
Well, they will see. We don't have to prove to you. We don't have to prove to you.
But I just laugh at it.
You know?
I just like
Yeah.
to laugh at it.
We don't have to prove to you. All right, you done gone. You done gone from a long time.
Yeah.
Even before you took that juice. All right. So what I'm saying is this here. This is how this whole hive set up thing in here now. All right. You see, if you had watched the movie Cell, right? Everybody was moving and doing. Everybody who the plague passed out upon, all right, they were moving according to the signals that they was getting from a cell tower, right?
Right.
So now, when those towers set up, all right, because hey, the towers coming here just now, all right, as soon as they really get to chuck up as much as they get to chuck up over here in Trinidad and Tobago, where you feel Rowley keep on adamant and pushing and ponging, you had to take it, and this and that, and school children.
Yeah, because remember Trinidad is head of the Caribbean and the CARICOM, right? So the first place that the elites will target
It's Trinidad.
Is Trinidad. Because we had to pass it out to the rest of the Caribbean. That's how it's going now.
Right?
So when you thought you lived in sweet TNT, you think again.
Right? So now, this is
I don't know if I'm going off, please.
Where's that?
And I don't know if I'm going off with this and our brothers to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Rowley is one of the kings. Remember Daniel, you say about the kings that hadn't received their crown? I could be wrong if I go
I think you're wrong, eh?
All right.
Yeah,
if I'm wrong, I will leave it at that.
somebody from GMS will do a breakdown.
Always in my spirit, I always feel like he. But you know the scripture say, like how that's going? Like the Bible is a repetitive something.
Yeah.
So in a sense, like you know, like the Caribbean, I just call it the Caribbean, it's like a zone then. When they say they don't consider it a zone, right? And he is the head of the Caribbean zone, right?
Gone.
So he well, it might be rowdy if he lasts, because the 5 years could almost up until we don't know how long the Lord will have this for, as well as we heralding the coming of the Lord is not. But for me, for me, he looking like one of the king that will receive crown, and they will crown he as head of. Well, he's not head of the CARICOM, but head of the Caribbean zone then, pay that way. That is how it is. Because remember, a beast have a system. What a system is, it's set up, and then he have administrators all over the world to administrate his system. That is how it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what I'm saying is, this whole beehive, all right, when you watch the works of a beehive, you have the worker bees, and you have the soldiers, all right, and you have the queen bee, all right. So now this is what taking place here now. This whole beehive, where you being connected to the Internet of Things and whatnot. This is Esau's Great Reset, his New World Order, right? So now, there's what taking place. When everybody is connected to the hive, that beehive, everybody have a blasted role to play. Because what you're doing, you're setting up yourself. When you take that MOTB, all right, that charagma, that chip, that microchip, the RFID microchip, all right, you making yourself a perpetual slave.
Right.
Don't feel you're going to live all handy dandy and nice and whatnot, so forth in this new world order.
And then let's talk about sweetie.
You're sadly mistaken. I'm sorry, but you're sadly mistaken.
Yeah.
All right? What it is going to take place is that you are going to become a perpetual slave for Esau Edom.
Yeah.
So this is what is taking place. The beehive is set up like this. You will have your worker bees, which is you low levels.
You know, as you finish
which is
script at the back.
which is you low levels.
Right.
All right. Then you would have your soldier bees, which is NATO.
Right.
All right, NATO and the UN troops and what have you. They are the soldier bees.
Right.
The queen bee will be the elites.
Right.
The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Morgans, the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, you know,
Right.
all these banking elites, these banksters, all right, all these banking elites, these world banking elites and what have you, they are the queen, all right. They are the queen. They are the one that call the shots, because one of the brothers was even showing me. He say whenever he say, you know, he even tell my own point. He said because whenever they check it out too, the queen, everybody, the soldier bee along with the worker bee and whatnot, they have to follow the queen. They take orders from the queen, because the queen they send out some wave, some kind of thing now, boy. From she antenna now, boy.
Correct is right.
You understand?
Correct,
and the worker bee and the whatnot, they fall in line and do what it is.
Right.
You understand?
Correct is
so
right.
good. So now when you hook up to the system of things,
Right.
all right, when you hook up to the Internet of Things and what have you.
Like the internet's like the antenna to the world.
Right, good. Well, you is the antenna.
Right.
You is the antenna. You is the receiver.
Right.
Right? You is the receiving antenna.
Right.
So when the elites send out the messages, send out the whatnot and so forth,
Because remember when they so-called chip everybody.
right,
You understand? You correct. You will become now an antenna or a receiver.
a receiver,
You understand? Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So now, wherever they want you to do, them just tip, 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 tip.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And send it out through the electromagnetic wave, and you receive it.
Correct.
Alright, because the graphene oxide is it highly conductive, very highly conductive.
You see what I'm saying?
You understand what I'm showing you? So when you receive that, you understand, you now will do what the elites tell you to do. Alright, because what the elites and them is all about, they're all about control, literal control over you.
Which is mind programming.
Right?
Mind
Can.
control.
Right?
That's what the Bible says. The shot will be in your head and in your hand.
Can. Money, for them, you know, they are the ones that print your money and whatnot. That is not real power for them. For them, true power is literally being able to control you, control your every thought, control your dreams, all these things.
Wow, you imagine that.
Yeah, when with that they could be able to control a dream and all these things. Them could put them could literally put thoughts into you.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And the thing is, seeing that you hooked up to the system of things, now you wouldn't be able to anytime you try to rebel against the system,
Right.
they could shut you out.
You see?
They could shut you out because hey, you already take their thing that you yourself don't have control over.
In other words, your rebellion terminate you.
They terminate you, can.
Yeah. That is what it is.
Yeah, the scripture the way I was going to say.
Well, yeah, if I feel I'm more to explain because what I'm going to bring out here is just a lockdown way exactly what you're saying.
Bring it out.
This is Revelation 14 and 10. In fact, remember start from verse 9.
Yeah.
And the third angel followed, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture in the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Now go back to the worker bee section here. This is verse 11. And their smoke and torment ascended forever and ever. Listen. And they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth his mark in his name.
Can, because you see what the reason why Yahweh Shai put in that serious judgment. You see, when you see what's going on, when you guys take that, you are no longer human. Alright? The building blocks that was used by Yahweh Shai to form you from the nut sack, from the ball sack. Alright? Straight to the womb. Alright? Till the day that you came out of the womb. That building block, that DNA structure that Yahweh Shai gave you. Alright? It's no longer there because why? You have put in something foreign into your body that is stripping you of that.
Wow.
Alright? Because the CRISPR technology, when you study CRISPR technology is literal gene editing. Alright? Let me see if I could get something here a bit on gene editing. I'm going to gene. Alright, gene editing, Gene. Alright. Alright? I must see something here.
Yeah.
Alright. Genome editing,
Right.
or genome engineering. Alright? And in fact, I will go into that with engineering just now. Right? Or gene editing is a type of genetic engineering in which DNA is inserted, deleted, modified, or replaced in the genome of a living organism. All right. So, what it is, what they with the CRISPR technology, what they was doing, the woman who come about it, who invented, all right, they were literally splicing and switching genes from plants and animals and what have you. So now, if you could do that on plants and animals,
Wow.
can you not do it on humans too?
But that is what they're doing. That is what they're about to do, in fact.
That is what they're doing, right?
Right.
So, all right, unlike early genetic engineering techniques that randomly insert genetic material into a host genome, genome editing target the insertions to site-specific locations. All right, so they could edit your DNA, all right, from wherever part of your body they so choose.
Right.
All right. Right, your whole DNA, but hey, what they're doing is literally changing your whole DNA structure.
Right.
Because so like one of the guy who one of the guy who made one of the guy he's the CEO of one of them antidote companies now, boy. He admits that it has that technology in his
Right.
antidote and whatnot that you know that doing that. All right, and a lot of people running to take this shit.
Right.
That's why the scriptures say what they who don't have no vision,
Will perish.
the people perish.
And again, Revelation 14 and verse 9. Let me get it again. Revelation 14 and verse 11. He said, and the rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, who receive his mark who receive his mark, the mark of his name.
Gone.
So no rest for the wicked. And there's a little saying, no rest for the wicked. Wicked have no rest. Because why? They pledge allegiance. It all goes back into the Internet of Things. And this system set up, and everything is connected into the system that is set up. Right? And you who don't believe this gospel is connected into it there. You understand? So it trickles down from the heads to the common man. And you can't say nothing. You have to go with the system to all the way to your demise.
Gone.
Wow.
You know, there's what it is about here.
Mm-hmm.
They want to go back. That's why you see now is what boy? Psalms 94. You must see something here. Just bear with me. I'm going so far. Why are you going so far? Alright. I think it's Psalms 94. Yeah, this is Psalms 94 and 20.